Alright guys, we are back with another selector tier list video. I don't know how many of these I've done. I think this is the fourth one, but this is to those who are interested, right? Because based on the previous video, I received some comments that they were asking for the artifact selector as well as part of the video, but I only did the heroes in the E7WC pack, right? So I'll just make a separate video right now just for the artifact selector. So this is only for those who are interested to buy the pack, right? Because there's no other place to get this specific artifacts from any selector. So this is just from the E7WC pack again. So let me just get straight into it. So first of all, let me just say this from the point where you don't have any of these artifacts. Let's say you don't have all of these 7 artifacts from the selector, right? And I'll give you my opinions from there. So let's say you're missing all this. I think the best artifacts to take right now will be in this order. With Flan's artifact, Laya's artifact, Renak, followed by Young Senya, Amit, and then Renewal and Golden Rose. Let me just say Renewal and Golden Rose is here just because they're not limited, right? They can be purchased through maybe rotating powder shop. You can summon them through some covenants or even on banners where you get off banner artifacts. You can get them there, so that's why these two are here. The most important thing about these selectors is you always want to prioritize the limited heroes and limited artifacts, right? Because they can only come by maybe once per year. It's not even guaranteed once per year, but maybe once per year. But I'll just assume that you have every limited unit here. So let's say this is Flan's artifact, Renak artifact. I assume you have Flan and Renak, so I'll just rank them in their order. The best artifact from this pool, I would say it's Flan artifact. Because if you already have Flan and you don't have her artifact, I think Flan is really gonna be weaker when you don't have this artifact, because this is like a free attack buff, free stats, a very high base attack stats for her. So if you want to play Flan, I would very highly recommend that you get this artifact for her if you don't already have an artifact and you have her. You can go stuff like alternative artifact like Bloodstone, but I don't think it's as good as this. It's definitely not as good as this unless you're running some different build, right? Like counter Flan or something like that. But other than that, I think this is the best because Flan is still really good right now in the meta. And followed by Flan artifact, we have Laya's artifact. Laya's artifact is only good because of how versatile it is. It's not really for Laya herself. I mean, you can use it for Laya herself for sure. It's the best artifact. But Laya is not really that good in the meta right now. But since this is a warrior exclusive artifact, there are many other warriors you can use this on, right? So for example, Conqueror Lilia's ML Shoe, right? Units like that will really want this artifact more than almost every other artifact because it provides the extra HP bonus and a cleanse on turn 1 or whatever turn where you get debuff, right? So this is really good. It's really versatile. Can be used for many units, right? So I think this is second best, followed by Flan. And then last but not least, in the S tier we have Renak artifact. I think this is you only need this if you have Renak without her artifact. Like for some reason you have Renak but you don't have an artifact. I don't know why. Maybe you got unlucky in her banner or something, or you got Renak from like some other whale pack. I don't know. But you have Renak and you play her like a normal build, like fast, right? You really want this artifact. I think this is the best for her. You can go other builds like slow tank Renak, Proof of Valor, that also works. But if you want to play fast Renak, this is the best artifact for her. If you were to ask me if there are any other thieves that use this artifact, I would say no. So only choose this if you have Renak and you plan to play her. Alright, moving on to the A tier, we have Young Senya artifact and Amit artifact. I'll put Young Senya artifact over Amit artifact just because of how accessible it is to play Young Senya over Amit. That's why this thing is over here. But yeah, this is for Young Senya comms, maybe in like Hasedi matchups, Guild War, Arena, right? If you want to use Young Senya against Hasedi, I think you should use this artifact on her if you already have the 3 above and your Young Senya doesn't have this artifact. And other than Young Senya, there are some other Soul Weavers that actually can use this. Like maybe some natural CR cutting Soul Weavers, or like some fast Soul Weavers that want to cheese the enemy, right? Like let's say your Soul Weaver takes a turn, boom, and then this artifact activates. It pushes your frontline unit and also gives them extra HP stats, right? So yeah, some people like to play this artifact on some cheese builds. So it's up to you. I wouldn't really choose this. Like I wouldn't really say you need this artifact. So I think before you choose this, before you decide, oh, I already have this 3 S tier, I want this, I will just go for this next A tier artifact, I will say you just watch the end of the video because I will go through the duplicate artifact parts. And this is, I think you will probably go for a dupe, one of these dupes other than Proof of Friendship. So after Young's any artifact, we have Armid's artifact. This thing is very RNG. You need plus 30 to guarantee the proc on the crit damage buff. So I would say it's a very whale artifact. Plus playing Armid is also a very whale thing to do because you need high speed. You need high speed and like really good DPS gear, really good DPS options, debuffer options to pair with Armid. That's why I just put her at the last of A tier. So you can get it if you are, you know, a really diehard Armid cleaver and you're missing this artifact. Sure, you can go for it, but I would say the other options are way better. Okay, and then moving on to B tier, I wouldn't say these artifacts are weaker than all these 5, but just because they're not limited compared to all this, I'll just rank them here. But yeah, Renewed Will, only pick this if you're a cleaver. If you plan to play like Lidica, Briar Witch, Cleave, you can pick this. It's not bad. I mean, this is like the go-to artifact for cleavers anyway. Like for me, example, I have one Renewed Will. I wish I had more copies last time because I had to bottle my Renewed Will to plus 30 in order to play Lidica reliably, right? So this is Renewed Will over here. And then after that, we got Golden Rose. Honestly, Golden Rose is good. It's a pretty good artifact. Like, for example, I think Lionheart uses this really well now. And she's a pretty damn good unit in the meta. So if you don't have Golden Rose, you can, you know, pick this. But once again, this is not limited, right? This is on the Abigail's banner. So I wouldn't really choose this over the other limited artifacts unless you are really just targeting this for a specific character or you know, a specific upgrade. Like you're plus 27, you want it to make it plus 30, you have OCD or something, then sure, you can go for Golden Rose. It's not a bad artifact after all. Alright, so now this part of the video is gonna be talking about dupe artifacts. So let's say you have all these artifacts already. You are buying this pack just to get a bonus plus 3, right? Bonus percentage, bonus stats, bonus whatever to your artifact. So once again, a Flan artifact and Lias artifact is in the S tier. I think Flan artifact is good because you get the guaranteed chance to get attack buff, and also the increase on the flat attack stats on the artifact is really huge for your Flan as well. It gives her way more damage. Like for me, I went from 4k attack to 4x1k attack just from plus 15 to plus 30 on this artifact. So, you know, it's pretty good. And then moving on, we have Sweet Miracle. This thing it basically is the same as Dreamlight Holiday. Like all these limited artifacts, they want you to get a plus 30 copy just because they can, you know, they can sell it, right? It always works in this way where you have to get a plus 30 for it to guarantee proc. So, but yeah, Sweet Miracle, rather than getting a plus 30 copy, I think getting a dupe copy would be better than getting a plus 30 one. So let's say you would rather have 2 or 3 Sweet Miracle in your accounts before getting 1 plus 30. This will be used on a few units if you have like every unit in the game. Like for example, Conqueror, ML Shoot, right? Like I said earlier, those are already 2 units. And if you want to be future proof, you want to be prepared for future units, I would say 1 more Sweet Miracle is also not bad. It's also pretty good. But yeah, other than dupes, you also can go for plus 30 because once again, it's not a guaranteed proc. So if you are worried about the aspect of RNG, you can go for a plus 30 Sweet Miracle. Followed by the S tier, we have Renewed Will at A tier. Now I move Renewed Will up just because this is going for dupes, right? So let's say you already have all the limited artifacts. Now we are going for dupes. I'll just put Renewed Will here because most people actually cleave based on my experience. Like people try to cleave, right? Cleave is fun. I can't blame them. So I put Renewed Will up here because if you want to play cleave, you really need a plus 30 Renewed Will. You can't really rely on like the RNG proccing. It is so unreliable. It is very RNG. You really need it to be plus 30 to play the cleave. So I'll just put Renewed Will at A tier right now. And then we have B tier, Golden Rose, Fan of Light and Dark. Golden Rose is also good. It's just bonus stats, right? Honestly, Golden Rose is just bonus stats. Like all this artifact, Golden Rose, Discreet Hands, and Proof of Friendship, it's just bonus stats if you get them to like higher levels of enhancement, right? So I wouldn't really recommend them that much, except for maybe going for dupe copies. Let's say 2 Golden Rose or 3 Golden Rose, because Golden Rose is not bad compared to this 3. In terms of dupe, you can use it on Lionheart, you can use it on Dilibat, you can use it on some other Bruiser Warriors, right? So it's not a bad idea to get multiple copies of these. But I'll prioritize getting like these 2 artifacts to plus 30 over the Golden Rose because once again, this is not limited, right? So, and moving on with Armid Artifact. Honestly, Armid Artifact, you don't really need these at plus 30. I think plus 15 is enough to play Armid. I already play this artifact at plus 21. It's not plus 15, but it's honestly the same thing. Sometimes I don't proc the crit damage buff from this artifact, and I don't think it usually costs me games, because I usually win with the gap anyways. It should be enough. But there are games where crit damage buff will help me win faster, or like will help me win, right, the game. So it is a factor that will play into Armid Cliff, but I would say since this is in a selector with the other artifacts, this is definitely not the priority compared to the rest. And last but not least, in the C tier, we have Renux artifact and Young Senya. You don't need them at plus 30, nor a dupe copy, right? Currently in the meta, only Renux uses this artifact. No other thieves really use this artifact. So you only need one copy. Like literally one copy. I don't know why you need a multiple copy. Like if you want to go for more enhancement levels, it's just for stats, right? It's just for stats, not really a big issue. And the same goes for Young Senya. I only put this above Young Senya because Renux is played more than Young Senya right now. So yeah, it's the same theory for these two artifacts. But yeah, that covers most, if not all, of the artifacts related to this selector, E7WC pack selector. So I hope this video finds you well. Yeah, finds the people who are looking for this video well. I don't think there are many people who would probably need this video as a reference, but hey, if this helped you select your artifact, then it's good, right? It's good. I'm glad to help. But yeah, if you have any other questions regarding these artifacts that I have not mentioned in the video, feel free to comment down below. I'll respond to every comment, or you can just join my Discord and ask me there, right? So yeah, thanks for watching this artifact selector video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.